secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There he goes. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw. It's Peppers. That's caught. It's Durant. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Wants to throw again. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but...
Looking for a deep man. He's got it up to 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Going to the running game. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Shaw. Working that left side now. They get him down to this offensive setup, 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football and 1st and goal.
The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Tight end finds a soft spot. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Catch in the middle. It's Ellington. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Scanning the field, it's Peppers. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
Second down coming up. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Alvarado. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Berry. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Back to pass, it's Peppers. Here's a heat. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll leave it with the lone back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's All. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 4th. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking downfield, it's Peppers. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defense is getting... They see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive. And this defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Shaw. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. On the run, it's Wormley. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Peppers. Grabbed over the middle, it's Alvarado. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Alvarado. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, he gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Wormley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Shaw. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Peppers. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking for room. It's Berry. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Snagged in the middle. It's Alvarado. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like, they need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Ellington. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Got it behind the line. It's Garrison. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking left. Makes a connection. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Gain of 16. First and goal, USC.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways, it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's y'all. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
USC 10.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wormley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's the handoff. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really...
Makes the grab down the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Trojans make a living on stretching the field with big plays in the passing game because they just throw the ball to that receiver.
No doubt about it. And guess what? Everybody in Hollywood likes this, right? Like the big, explosive, dynamic, fun plays. And that's exactly what USC does year after year.
On target to the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And remember, we saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff to the outside. That's a really good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll try the run. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Has to get there to move the sticks. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
4th down and short. You want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that 1st down.
And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
8-yard line. Second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. They'll run the screen. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd and 6. Back to pass. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Shaw. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
As there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game?
Breaks into the open. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can call.
They booted away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Shaw. Quickly complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Listen, I know he didn't get the 1st down, but it's a great play call because you keep the defense off balance. You use their aggressiveness against them. You want to get aggressive? You want to start flying in here to try to play certain things? Boom, we'll go the other direction just to keep you off balance a little bit.
Got it in the middle. It's Alvarado. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Burrow. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Peppers. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. A strike downfield. Himself down the middle. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Yaw. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. He's loose. Touchdown Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Looking for space. It's Berry. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Trojans will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Secures it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Oregon! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here we go. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Handoff from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Shaw. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Let's go!
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the
Want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other